Sharpening Crusader here, and welcome back to the channel. So harvest day is getting close. We're sort of provisionally booked it for the 9th of next month, dependent on the weather, of course. And so this one's all about obviously getting the binders ready for the harvest and doing a few bits. At the beginning we did the Frampton House 40th Day for the old people there, and to raise money for them and keep the house going, and just a couple of tractors and a few cars and the general like raffle and stalls, as you'd expect from a little sort of fete. So we got a little bit of footage of you know, travelling to that. So that's pretty much it. Like, it's all about the binders and harvest. So yep, sit back and enjoy it, and we'll catch you on the next.
Have we got a winner there?
I've just measured the diameter of this tree,
The man who just went up
and
there.
it's about 8 foot across it.
Yeah. He's one another one.
It's bloody huge.
That's good. Yeah.
And it just stands at the
Light
back of
blue
Frampton
border
House.
with a white middle, 885. Nicola, is that Nicola B? Yeah, Nicola B.
That's a bit of 5-inch post, that is.
Nicola B.
5-inch wooden fence stake. And you look at the width of that tree. It's bloody massive.
That's the ticket. Shall we carry on?
So we've just been polishing the points up because they were getting a bit dull and rusty, and they're looking like now they're something that can be used. I've got the knife out, which I'll sharpen up and obviously polish up clean, so it's all ready to go. So we'll still keep doing a little bit. Hey, you noisy dog, ain't you? Hey, I know you're a noisy dog. You're a fussy pup as well, ain't you? You're a blooming hell, you're a fussy pup, ain't you? Hey? Yeah. Okay then, so it's knife sharpening time. And this is the one that's I took out the binder, which I shall sharpen up. But I just thought I'd have a look at the spare one as well. So I just rubbed the stone on it, and you can see all the eye spots. So it's evidently that, you know, this one's been ground up with a grinder. And I've done it. I suppose lots of people have done it. Because what the art of the job is, what they do, and if you can see the edge on that one, if we can focus in, right on the edge of the knife, look, it's got a burr. I suppose I need a bit of white paper or something, but you can just see the burr. And this one's the same, look. You got the burr there, look. And then one right on the end, look. Got a massive burr. You can still see that one when it focuses in. There, look. Right on that edge, look. You see it better there, look. So I have this sharpening machine, and I'm having to do a few runs in order to get the edge somewhere near straight, and of course even this will leave a slight burr, so you just have to rub it up with a stone, you know, just like that, and just flat on the back, just so as it just takes them burrs away. And although it's not carving knife sharp, it's still bloody sharp. You wouldn't want to run your finger along it. So that's where we're at today, and I've just adjusted the machine so as it'll come further down in the V. And we'll crack on and we'll do some of these, and I'll take a video of it, you know, in motion. Okay, so I've got this one set up. Toby! Got this one set up so we can see where it's going. So it takes a few winds to get a reasonable edge where it's been ground, and you know, to clean all the crevices out. And once it's been done on one of these machines, then the next time it'd be easy. It would just a quick touch and it would, you know, you'd be on it like. But it leaves a minute burr on the back, which has got to be relieved. But yeah, basically that's, you know, quite sharp. So I'll take you around the other side just so you can have a see. Might have to put the light on. You can see like the dark areas are the bits that's not been touched, and then the other area is obviously where the grinder has, you know, ground it. But I suppose you could go for ever and ever and ever to get it, you know, 100% straight and square, but then it's not leaving you much meat left on the blade to, you know, carry on a, you know, for its long life, like. But I mean, that's got a fairly sharp edge, and I've just got to just relieve the burr with a stone, which I'll show you in a minute. Right, so I'm just going to take it out of the machine. And this is the one we've just done. I'll just have a quick look, see where we're at, see whether you can see me. Okay, so I've got my stone and I'll just put it flat on the blade on the back just to get rid of the burr. And the same on that one. Obviously you've got to be careful you don't grab your fingers on this because that'd be the quickest way of fetching blood. Basically it's just that one's good and this one wants a bit more. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you don't deburr it, get rid of the burr and just touch it up with a stone, it'll go blunt straight away. So we'll carry on with these now and do the whole lot. You've sort of seen the process and we'll crack on with that. Okay then, so that's got that one done. She's all nice and sharp. And that's the spare one, and this is the original one. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more to do. Come on, that's 9. So I've got 8 more there to do. All that side's been done. And this one's going a lot better. This one's more in true with the angle of the stone. So, hey! Okay. So he's just come in time. He says the tea's on the table, and I'm ready for a rest. So I best go and get it. So we'll catch up with this after tea, and they're all done and finished. Okay, so I'm doing another little job here now, and my concern is now I've got my sharpened knife in, is it can do that. Look. Going out, you. Good boys. Go now out because you've got all this oil. Look. Good boy. Right, so you got a helishly big gap under there. So for me, if the knife can lift on the side of your point where it's supposed to cut against, when the knife edge comes back and furrows across the point, if it can lift, stuff can go in underneath. And I'm talking about a bit of greenery that's in the bottom of your corn. And so what I've done, I've took the shim out. Now I think the shim acts as a bit of a wearing edge. That's the shim, look. And it wraps around the front like as if it was a bit of a rubbing edge or a wearing edge. And I've took this one out. And now I've got minimal amount of movement in there. So that's keeping the knife tight down onto the point, which for me is what we should be looking at. And this one will move up and down. And this one will move up and down the same. But this one don't, because I've got it shut up. And she still goes back and forwards okay. And I'm thinking, well, it's going to be a long time wearing that bar out in the little bit that I do each year. But I think it would cut a lot better if the tolerances were a lot less. And I'm sure that's what the idea of these are, is to keep down pressure, stop the knife from lifting. So I'm going to do that, and you've got to remember, like in years gone by when we had the herder buckets and Bradshaw buckets when we was cutting riverbanks and the like, they had a different system, but again they didn't lift. If they lift, they won't cut green. They've got to stay down tight on the point and create that cutting edge like a pair of scissors. It's like a pair of scissors or even a pair of tin snips. If they get a bit of whap in them and the stuff just twizzles and don't cut, it goes between the blades. And it's the same principle. So I'm going to crack on and do a few more of these, and I'll try the knife every time, make sure it'll move, and I think it'll go for a lot better job. Take all that movement there out. On this one I can't. Just got a nice clearance. So I'll crack on and get them done. Okay, so I took all the shims out. I'll put them all back barring two. So what I've done, I've took the shim out from underneath that one, which is your knife keeper, and I was going to put it in there, but there's only a single bolt in this one. So I took the one out under there and dropped him down, but what I did, I put the keeper in that one, look, where there's two bolts. So that's the edge of the keeper, look. I say keeper, you know, it's your spacer, wear edge, so it don't wear the bar away, basically. So it's got so much to shove onto, because they they'll cover the edge, look. So they'll cover there like that. And that's what that is in there. That's that one of them. So I took one out from under there and put under that one. And out of that one and put it under that one. And you can just see the edge of it there. Look. So that's took all the whap out of the blade. Up and down movement. So I'm happier that that's tighter in there now. And the fact that the spacers are brought back in, the wear edges, you know, so it's sort of a good job all round really. tidied that up a treat. She should sound better as well because it can't clatter up and down all the time. So for me that's a good job done. Right, catch you on the next. Okay, so I've had to make a new spool here, one in this one and one in the next one, because I've got 3 broken ones and I've still got one that's badly bent, but I can't see it now. No, I can't see it now. Oh, I think it's there. No. That's a bugger. Must have straightened itself out. Anyway, you've seen it going, so and I've altered some of these. I've had to cut them to length and reposition the holes and bits and pieces because I couldn't find any sail lats to match up. But anyway, it's all together now, it's all going. So I will have the knife out, sharpen it up, and then it's just a case of making sure the canvases fit, and I'm assured they do, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so she seems to be motoring okay. I know we haven't got the canvases on, but tried to make 3 new spools for the reel. And you can see when they come round, look, 3 bright ones, 2 on this side and 1 on the other side. So yeah. First time I've seen it run. Okay, so we've seen this one going, the Albion, and now I've just brought the Massey in. And the Massey I've had for 25 years, and I think we've had a harvest every year for 20 years. Or thereabouts. I was just trying to think, did we ever have one where we didn't use it? We might have had one when we got the combines and we decided to combine it all, got all enthusiastic and didn't use the binder probably. But anyway, as you can see, it's pretty much fairly bright all round. I greased it all up for winter, and I've just been cleaning the blooming grease and you know, the thick crude off because it gets the dust on it, so it's all good to go again. I'll just put the canvases on and make sure this bottom canvas goes because I put a big patch in it last year, and it's on tender hooks. It really needs a new canvas. Looks good on here, but when you wind it round, it's got a green patch on it. So again, with this one, I've cleaned all the thick grease and dust off the points, and got it so she's all bright and ready to go. And just generally have a clean round because they collect the dust a bit, and I oil them up before I put them away. But then when the dust gets on it, it makes them look a bit dirty and rough. So I always try to clean it off and make sure everything's all greased up and working. fitted it all together with the points and everything, just to keep it all in good order, so I know where I am. And I can fold it up, pack it away, and I know that's ready for the day. And hopefully we've sort of booked it for the 9th of next month, depending on the weather, of course. So jobs to do. Well, I've got the knife out of this one, which I shall sharpen. I've done the other one, so I might as well do this one. It's got a, when I took it out, it got a bit of rust on it. Although it was greased up, but it's just the way it is sometimes. The sails are all okay. The bits you take off look are there, and the reason we take them off is because if you don't, you've got these sticking right out the side here, look, in transport. So they have to come off, and obviously I've turned it and they're missing off that side, look. But I shall turn it right round. I'll do that now while we're talking about it. I'll just turn those sails round. That's it. So the sails are on the inside now, and as you can see, nothing on the outside now. Look. Everything's all inside. So we're pretty much all okay for that, other than just greasing it. And I just need to grease that one as well. But I just thought, well, if I've got to get my hands dirty, let's do the two together, and I've only got my hands all greased up in one go instead of having to do it twice. I've got to put string in that one, and I will get it out on the tractor one day and just see that the knotter works. Ideally I would like to take the knife out of it and sharpen it, but I ain't got my head around that one yet. So we're sort of winning with it. And we're only like a fortnight away. I've got to prepare one of the tractors because it needs the PTO shaft putting on it. So half a day's work, but you know, we'll get there. So that's sort of caught up for a minute. Okay, so another little job I've got to do here, and that's my drawbar. In the 25 years that I've had it, it's always been a bit on the rough side at one end. So I'll pull in the binder about to get it out of the shed, and the clevis on the drawbar all came loose, and you can see why. I did a long while ago, cut a load of wood up for bits and pieces when I was doing the refurbing the drum, and I cut a considering that it was quite rough to look at, but now's the time to do it because obviously it's past its sell-by date. So I've just got to trim a little bit off there. You can just see the pencil line right on the edge there, look. I've just got to trim that bit off, and then lay this piece on it and drill all the holes and rebolt all the furniture, the ironwork, and all the bits are all there, look, will come off the drawbar. So we're almost on dinner now, so I'm going to go and have my dinner, and I'm going to come back. That's what I'm going to be on with there. And if I get on okay with that, and then I'll have a go at sharpening the other knife, and then we're really getting sort of caught up other than greasing. So dinner time, Wolfie dog. Yeah, want some dinners? Yeah, I bet you do. Come on in. Right, talk to you later. Okay, so that's got me drawbar squared up and planed up to the sizes. I've got the one of the castings which just fits on there a treat. Just had to relieve the corners for the radius of the casting in there like. And I've oiled my bolts up, and that's upside down. I'm going to put him in the bottom there like that. So find something to give it a bit of a tip tap. So we'll give it a bit of a tap. There we go. Original bolts. There we go. So yeah, they're original bolts and the nuts. I had to heat and cool all these to get them apart. But so we'll try this one. There you go. Put him on there. Yeah, they want knocking through a bit harder to sink into the wood a bit. So that's the first part, and then we've got to transfer the holes for these bits for the eye that fixes, and then this has got the claw that hooks in underneath the binder, which will come be apparent when I get it the bits on there. And that end is the drawbar end, which is the rough end of the job. So yeah, I'll crack on. Okay, so we jump ahead a bit now, and I've got the drawbar in, but yeah, it's spot on. It works a treat. Got the location plate in there, so the peg on the wheel drops into the steel plate, so it don't pull the wood out, which is what happened to the other one. But so yeah, so that's pretty much done, apart from I've got to find another tube for that wheel. It won't blow up for some reason, so obviously it's got a split or something in it. And because I'll just pop the steer wheel back on so I can get it in here, and we'll look on the other side. Good. And obviously that one just wants pumping up, but I just made it handy doing that, then I can run it down the road. So that's almost it for this one then, I think. I'm just at a point now, I've got to move a load of stuff around and bits and pieces and get ready to take the old Ford out tomorrow at the Evergreen Railway tomorrow. We've got a full day out with that. So we'll call that for this one, and we'll catch you on the next.